All right. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, Kick. Hello, Twitch. Hello, YouTube. All right, let's get these chat windows set up. Just let it play. Okay, hopefully everybody's having a good one. Blessed by Gods, thank you for subscribing on YouTube. All right, I think I got my mic set up. All right, let's make it official like a referee with a golden whistle. Hello, 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 Kick, hello, Twitch, hello, YouTube, and we are back again with another edition of Bleed Hammers. All right. So, I think we were practicing in this timeline. I might hop on to my more fully geared character. Practice a little bit more. I did want to low-key just keep practicing on this guy, though, for a little bit. And then we're going to do another run. It'll be the last run. We'll do it in offline. Yeah, we definitely need a better source of sustain. I think this is good, though, with this character. I think this is a really good chance for me to practice leveling without, you know, bleeding hard or anything like that. I think I just got, like, super lucky with that bleeding heart. Because now this is going to give me a deeper appreciation for having Leech built into Sentinel. Beyond just melee or Void Leech. Physical damage over time. What do we got here? We're mostly looking for bleed duration, I think. I would like to move past this Avarice, though. Honestly, yeah, let's go ahead and try and move past Avarice. Okay. Are we still using this? I think mana regen would just be better. No, we need the armor. Did I get an atrophy? I did. I think I'm gonna be messing around with some Sanguine Eruption. All right, if you guys, you know, by the way, thank you everybody for all of the support. I had a video go live an hour ago. You guys have been turning out for that one just fine. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And in that one, I've been messing around with Sanguine Eruption, and I think it's the truth. Now, I think it's more of an in-game option, and I think it's good for bosses. So I don't think you're going to be using it too much against guys like that, right? It's going to be more when you got all your peers. So, oh. Hey, what's up? A Hammer MTX is going to be good, man. It's going to be good. What are you up to today, Kriskin? What do we got here? Cast speed. Some Shaman Tornado for the heck of it. Hey, that looks good, though. Shaman Tornado is going to be good. +2 to Javelin. I think I might save that. Okay, I might save that. I think the cool thing is hey, what's up, Jabberwocky? I think the Shaman Bear, the Tornado Werebear, I think didn't get touched. In fact, I think it got buffed. That'll be a fun build to revisit. That'll be a fun build to revisit. What's good, Jabberwocky? Watching vids on what everyone is cooking up. Craziest I've seen is Frozen Sentinel. Yeah, Frozen Sentinel always comes out of left field, right? Frozen Sentinel always comes out of left field with, wait, what? Well, what you think about some of those Void Knight changes? I think, overall, I think there's some good changes there. I mean, I like the fact there's a lot more sources of leech. Yeah, overall, I think Void Knight's going to be pretty good. I like the damage reduction built into it. I think it's gonna be I think it's gonna be good. I like the fact they added I like the fact that they added a the node that was giving melee attack speed before now also gives throwing attack speed. I think there's just going to be a lot of love for the Void Knight, for the Void Knight like smite or dot hammers or something. Paladin is looking great. Sad at Forge Guard only got one change, but it might be okay. It's mostly because last for 1.1 Forge Guard got a lot of touch ups. But they did get probably the coolest node, I would say. Like that bleed hammer node, bro. Oh my gosh. I don't know what they were thinking with that. I don't know what they're thinking. And what is up with that shield? Pally changes pretty ratchet, dude. The thing about Paladin is there's now just so many and Void Knight, there's just so many good points. Places to spend points, you just run out of points, which is good, right? It used to be like, oh god, I guess I'll buy some more stuff from Paladin. Can I fit it somewhere else? Can I go into Forge Guard? Now it's like, nah, bro, I'm a Paladin. I'm spending most of my points here. Now, for the build guides I put up there, I did an 8-point dip into Forge Guard and a 10-point dip into Void Knight. And I only did a 10-point dip because I wanted Abyssal Echoes. That's it. Yeah, overall, I think the changes are really good. I'm excited. I know this is kind of stupid, but I'm gonna try and make Skyfall work. This or go around with Pally. Oh, this go around with Pally. Yeah, dude, that sounds like it'd be a fun time travel. Well, what about you, Kriskin? What are you playing? I know you said you're playing Shaman Tornado right now, but what are you going to be season starting with? And those hammers are looking fun. I wanted to maybe do a druid this season. Oh, hey, what's good, Ironclaw? Yeah, Tornado Werebear is going to be very good. Hey, what's up, Nate? How's it going, man? Yeah, Ironclaw, I think Tornado Werebear will be a good class to play. I covered the build, but I mostly I was just doing a build guide review of Dreadful's build. You're going to have to do that. I think, yeah, like we all thought it was going to get nerfed, and it doesn't look like it did. So I think it'll be a good pickup. I have not put out like any sort of, yeah, we all thought it was going to be we all thought it was getting nerfed. So I'd be on the lookout. It would be a build I'd want to revisit, but I'm going to be revisiting all my Sentinel builds. Hammer Smite takes advantage of 2 MTX through multi. I might be enticed by MTX. Yeah, dude, come to my side. Play Bleed Hammers, man. Play Bleed Hammers. Hey, what are you up to tonight, Nate? Chance to shock? Yeah, I haven't picked up a lot of good idols. We don't need lightning resistance. I guess now about chance to shock. Hammer leveling, that's what I'm talking about, man. That is what I am talking about. Bleed duration, bleed duration, bleed duration. Dude, look at that. Ha ha ha. Whoa, hey, hey, yo, yo. Well, what can I wear for now in the glove department? Do I have any good uniques? Evade is replaced by... No. That would brick the build. I guess we go back to Avarice? Yeah, we can use this. Whatever I do will probably be Sentinel. They got huge quality of life. Yes. Yes, they did. That is what I'm talking about. So it's my... Oh, okay. I got 106 life per second. How am I setting up the passive tree? Oh, I did take this. Cricky coming in hot. Subscribing for 3 months. Or they've been... Yo, thanks for the 3 months. Thanks, Cricky. I really appreciate it. I will admit this change is kind of annoying, having to spend 4 points to get the full benefit, and so is this, but I mean, it's okay. But we got to spend 5 points instead of 2. Morning bike, morning chat. Just got level 20. What's a good 4 points to start with in Javelin? Depends. What do you need Javelin to be, Brian? If you're going Holy Trail, this is what I would do. I would spend 1 point in Mighty Delivery, 1 point in Burning Strength, 2 points in Spear to the Thigh. Then when you have 1 more point, put it into Holy Trail. It'll give it a cooldown, but this will help carry you through the leveling process. Holy Trail will help carry you through the leveling process. Afterwards, it kind of, I mean... It kind of it depends on what kind of build you're doing, but I assume you're playing Paladin, and I think this is fine. Roger, you'll do that? Yeah. Yeah, it'll give you a cooldown, but it'll leave... Hey, what's good, Rocket Cat? Hey, what's up, Sean? Oh, you're very welcome, Brian. By the way, my Season 2 Season Starter, my Season 2 Starter build... has gone live. It's 3 planners. It's all theory crafted, but basically one was a Giga update. You know, when I say Giga update, it was like I gave it the Gucci effect, right? I gave it perfect gear. And then I had 2 other planners with it that I thought might be good. It's all theory crafted though. It went live an hour ago. So it's 3 planners, 1 video for bleed hammers. I think it will be good. Hey, what's good, Logout Micro? Hey, what up, Ellie? Bye, good morning. Will you have make an electrify build? Yes, I have made an electrify build. I was going to spend some more time with it, but if you would like the planner I got, Logout Macro. Oh, did I call you Micro? Hey, what's up, Macro? Keck W, yeah. Yeah, I made an Electrify build, Ellie. I wanted to spend some more time with it because, like, I slapped together the Bleed Hammers build yesterday, and then after I spent like an hour staring at it today, I came up with all these variations and stuff, and then I was like, you know what, man, like, let's just spend some time with the Electrify build as well. But I'll give you the planner. Hold on. What version do you have cooking? So here, let me give you the. We could all take a look at it. Hey, what's good, YouTube? Holy YouTube! Thank you so much, coming in hot. Thank you for all the likes. We could take a look at it real quick. So yeah, I will be season starting with Bleed Hammers. That is live right now. It looks like they already got the link up on Last Epoch Tools, but let's go to builds. Let's go to Tyranni's Electrified Javelin real quick. Let's just do a live look at this. Hey, what is that? Space. Thank you for the follow. Okay, let me turn on, make sure there's nothing. Okay, cool. Forgive the ads, but here we go. This is what I got so far. I think it's going to be set up pretty well. Let's look at the skills. We're going to be using Abyssal Echoes just for the crumbly node. What I wanted to spend some time with, though, is Volatile Reversal, because it's got these nodes. Enemies take more damage or take increased damage over time. And then it's also got this node, right, where Abyssal Echoes instead of Void Bolts is cast. I don't know if that'll be super good. Let me make sure I haven't seen the Volatile Reversal nodes in Season 2. Is it still goated? No, it's not, Rocket Cat, which is a good thing. It's going to be good. It's going to be... This is Volatile Reversal right now. It's going to be good, but it's way different. It's not going to be an automatic required. The two builds I've put out so far have not... the planners I've put out have not included Volatile Reversal. Mostly because it was kind of a controversial skill. And I think people would be glad to just see something that doesn't have Volatile Reversal, even if it is actually good. It looks like you got like some good defensive nodes. We got some good defensive nodes right here. We then also got this thing where it shoots out like Void Bolts and enemies take increased damage over time. You can also have it cast Abyssal Echoes. The thing is, this is like a 15% damage increase, whereas you can get 24%. I like that other stuff is viable. It makes things more interesting. Absolutely cricky. So I think the crumbling node is just going to be more powerful. What I theorized in my Bleed Hammer build is Sanguine Eruption is going to be cracked. In the video, I show that this is obviously, we're not talking about this Javelin build anymore. For a Bleed Hammer build, Sanguine Eruption, I think, is going to be very good. In the video, I hopped onto my level 100 Bleed Hammer Paladin. So it's right now, it's live. Hopped onto that Bleed Hammer Paladin. I fought Aberoth, no Volatile Reversal. I used this node, and I would just see Aberoth's health go chunk. Build up the stacks again, chunk, build up the stacks again, chunk. I mean, so I think this is going to be... I mean, to be fair, though, like, the damage was pretty obscene with Volatile Reversal before. It was pretty obscene. It would do kind of the same thing, except it wouldn't be all in a chunk. It would just, you know, go by a little bit faster. So I think this will be a very good node for that build. Let's talk about Javelin right here. I'm trying to make it work with Divine Fury and Spiked Bombardment, but I don't know what it's going to feel like, right? It doesn't tell me what the mana cost is. I guess I could calculate it, but we're going to be adding plus 8 mana. We're going to be reducing the mana cost by 9, and then we're going to be adding plus 10 mana and then increasing by 40%. I don't know how this is going to feel in the in live, right? It's essentially a theory craft, but it doesn't I can't hover over it and it show me how much mana it costs. But we'll use Abyssal Echoes, Symbols of Hope, and Smite, and then we will use Tirani's Bident to convert all of our Ignite and Bleed. Might need two. Yep, that's what I did. That's what I did, Ellie. I did the same thing. So anyway, Ellie, you asked about this. Let me go ahead and give it to you, and we will be jumping right back in to Bleed Hammers. Thank you so much for being here, guys. So yeah, I'm going to be working on that some more. Right, I'll probably do the same thing. I'll release a more comfort, like I know this is good build. And then I'll probably eventually release, hey, this is halfway decent. Okay. What idols do I need with Bleed? I got you, Nate. Hold on. This is the build guide that just went live about an hour ago. It has the idols in there, but basically you're going to want four large idols of bleed with bleed duration and physical damage over time, right? Utherbert, thank you for the follow. You're going to want bleed duration and physical damage over time. Then you're going to want chance to cast smite and then block effectiveness. Hey, Bike, can't stick around, unfortunately, but I really appreciated the Bleed Hammers YouTube video today. Hey, thanks for stopping by, Thought Vessel. I really appreciate it. I'm glad it helped, man. Thanks for the support. How do you get those idols? Are they low drop chance? So the idols like this we get right now just by playing the game. The other idols, the ones I showed with the double T7s on them, those are crafted. And they said there's like no idol forging potential crafting thing. They said they can be crafted on as many times as you want until you can finally eventually get what you're looking for, which I was like, okay, so if we can get double T7s, this is what you're going to want to be looking for. I don't know if you will get those. I was a little hesitant about putting those idols in the build guide because I don't know what's going to be required to get them. Right? Do you follow? I don't know how much time investment it's going to take, but I was like, you know what? This is kind of like the Cadillac video anyway. This is the high-end aspirational. Let's just put it out and then we'll see like how feasible it is in season 2, because we already know crafting is going to be much better. We already know there's going to be like 1LPs or 1LP slams are guaranteed, so I think there's going to be a lot of good opportunities. Oh yeah, much appreciated. Thank you. So we'll play this Bleed Hammers character for a little while, and then I'll probably switch over to my legacy, like decked out one, and we'll try some higher level content. This guy we're still leveling. He's in solo character found. See, okay, so right now we already know Bleed Hammers is getting a buff, well, in terms of damage, compared to what we have right now. This is Corruption 100 on a level 81 character. On a level 81 character, no Volatile Reversal. I'm using Abyssal Echoes, but that's not being changed. And with what we saw, we know it's going to be getting a damage increase. That was our main concern here. Holy moly. Dude. Talk about winning if this was... Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. What? Why couldn't I get this in Season 2, man? That dude... Somebody would be drooling at the side of this, man. This is like the perfect relic for a Judgment build, man. Mana and levels to Judgment? Holy. I just used up my luck for the month? Oh, come on, man. That's gonna suck. Nah, I got the streamer client. Whoa, hey now, hey now. I did look at it. I didn't look at it enough. I think for me, I have a hard time looking at it and visualizing what it's going to do until I'm like in game and it like feels real. Because I can then take one node, be like, oh, I think it works like this. Go test it. Be like, oh yeah, it does. Then move on to the next node. So I took a look at the Weaver's Tree. I just kind of picked some stuff I thought was good. I went and picked some of the item nodes. And I threw like red rings in there as if I'm, you know, going to be a high roller like that. Just to act as if those are going to be dropping. You guys are just tuning in right now. This is a continuation of a solo character found character. We're just we're just right now running through Corruption 100. And thank you everybody for the support on the YouTube video that went live an hour and a half ago. Thank you. Already planning on red reigns? I mean, I don't know, man. It was aspirational. How far are you going with this practice run? Till Abbey? Probably until Monday, and then I'm gonna start all over again. Right here, it's just I'm trying to find. Essentially, I had some troubles with this particular practice run. I'm trying to figure out what I did wrong so I can do better on the next one. Yeah, so right now the plan is to do another one unless I think I'm just going to be all burnt out. But We're not even going to be playing this character a ton tonight. We'll jump on our level 100 character here in a little bit. Yeah, but we don't have like the best gear. We're getting some good. We're getting some good damage. I think this character will feel complete to me around level 85. What are you up to tonight? I ask 9. Yeah, dude, I think this is just going to be the way. You know, it'd be really nice if we could try some bosses with this. Okay, yeah, I would really like to try some bosses. So right now we're using this node. In my video that went live an hour and a half ago, I showcased the power of this node in live right now. And I think it's going to be very strong. We're not using Volatile Reversal. I think this will be a really good node, especially for a higher end build. That's why I want to go to our level 100 character in a little bit, in a little while, and then try it out there. Basically, we're trying the budget version, you know, level 82-ish, and then we're going to go try the level 100 version. Yeah, so let's fight our way up to a boss. I want to see how well this node does. Because I fought Aberoth with... I fought Aberoth with the other node. The level 100 character, it was just chunking his health. Not like huge chunks, don't get me wrong. It wasn't like huge chunks, but... with all the bleed duration and just damage being brought into the game, like, I already know that's going to be a low damage version. So I found your bleeding heart. So you found your bleeding heart then? No, I'm trying not to die. I know, you know, apologies for anybody who was here a couple days ago. Like, not yesterday, but the day before, I was being kind of a bitch. All right, man. I was, instead of being a babbling bike, I was being a babbling bitch. Complaining about the bleeding hearts and all that. It's just because on the last run, I found a bleeding heart like halfway through normal mono, so I never had to worry about sustain. Whereas this time around, it's like, oh, frick. Hey, what's good, bro? Yeah, I was kind of, yeah, bro, I was kind of, I feel bad. I was kind of spamming Aaron with, like, all these, like, there's this planner, then there's this planner, then and he's just stopped responding after a little while. I'm like, well, oh, my bad. What's good, bro? I'm being too much right now. It's fine. I was like, there's this version, and then guess what? Oh no, that's fine. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, that's fine with me. No, what's funny is I've already changed all those planners. You're updating 37 builds right now? Yeah, I got it. I sent like 4 planners and 3 of them I've already changed. So, I mean, I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to wait until I'm like absolutely certain. Okay, well, we definitely need more mana sustain. Because where am I getting mana regen? Here? What about here? The YOLO. Oh. You can basically do what you want with your build. He only worries about his own in a good way. Oh, for sure, for sure. Dude, this build with a Cosmic MTX and Cosmic Smite's gonna be lit. I know, right? We got to figure out what suit's gonna match it the most, right? We got to figure out Ellie with the prime time. Welcome on in, coming in hot. We like what's gonna look the best, right? Is this outfit gonna look pretty good? Like, is this going to be a pretty good looking outfit with it? Or are we going to pick one of the new? We're probably going to pick one of the new ones. Senor Salami, thank you for the follow. You think one of the purple ones? Okay. New ones for sure. Okay. The Shattered Meteor with Shattered Lightning Blast is my favorite. The Templar set should look solid. Yeah, I think the Templar set should look solid as well, Fenrir. So this was the Myrmidon set, Argenta Myrmidon. It's been my favorite for a while. I like adding some fire cosmetics to it, but I think that Templar set is going to be very nice. It used to look like Ganon? Oh, okay. It does kind of make me look like Ganon.
Stand down.
Minion health. T6 minion health. Joy to the world. Okay, okay. Yo, I'm telling you guys, this bleed node is the truth. It is the truth. Because it works so freaking well with hammers, man. Oh, I never went to Champions again. I kind of want to go try this out right now. Oh, best in slot. Let's go. Okay, yeah, we're gonna use this. Atrophy. Hey, what's good, Afia? Haven't read the full patch notes. What about you? We went over it yesterday. Hours. I'm telling you, man, we streamed for like almost 5 hours yesterday. A portion of that stream was theory crafting, but it was just hours, and I didn't read all of them. I only read like, I jumped to like the Sentinel stuff. We were looking in the planner. We were reviewing the trees, like the paladin trees. There was just so much. Try to calculate the mana for electrified javelin. I think it's around 15. That's a ton, Ellie. That's a ton. We might have to back down. I am the Lorax, yeah. We might have to back down, Ellie, on the splinters. You use one? Yeah, today I took... Yeah, because that one I used all 4. Yeah, you use 1 point. I know what you meant. I use all 4. I think all 4 is going to be too high. Yeah, today I took 4 hours just reading class changes. There's so much. And one thing I thought was really cool was how LE tools got updated real quick. Like less than an hour or around an hour. So people were like, wait, is EHG helping out LE tools? And if they are, I think that's awesome. They got access to CT. LE tool does? Awesome. Right. I understand. You can't show me the video. They were supposed to wait? Wait, that what? Wait. LE Tools wasn't supposed to be updated that fast? Oh, that would have made sense. Yeah, that would have made sense after the podcast. Hey, everybody. Oh, NDA lifted with the patch notes? Oh, okay. What's good, friend rear? Oh, yeah. Oh, they were supposed to say the NDA was lifted, but because they did it. Too late? Okay. Oh, yeah, I guess that's unfortunate. They still have NDA left. Hey, what's good, Crimson? But that's a universal thing, right? Like, no matter the update, you can't show CT. Hi, what's good, Crimson? Man, I'm still using this thing, huh? Your build might actually work. Hey, bro, you did it. This fight is just so... This fight is just so much bullshit. Oh. Yeah, and even though I'm playing hammers, it's essentially a melee version because it's Spiral. I also don't have a bleeding heart. I'm somehow staying alive without it, though. There we go. QQ, thank you for the follow on Twitch. We will take armor? Question mark? Cute. Hammer throw changes look pretty nice. Yeah, I thought about going Ricochet, but I think I'm gonna I'm sticking with what I know for now, and then I'll update as I get more chances to mess around with it.
I'll be honest. You know all that you need to know for now. Just focus on the task at hand. Report back once you've killed a third harbinger.
Okay, we did this one. I say we go do Lagan next. And then we just go farm the Black Sun timeline. Oh, wait, hold up. Before I do that, let's push the Spirits of Fire difficulty. Still looking at the skeleton change. I wonder if I can make my Profane Oblation build work spamming skeletons. Oh, that'd be fun. Wait, that guy's still alive? I thought this dude was dead. Get out of here. I'm like, wait, he's still here? I was off killing lizards and stuff. He was there, and then he got deleted. Okay, that's 118. Now we can go over here. Honestly, it probably doesn't matter, so I'm just going to go to the Black Sun timeline. Redo, thank you for the follow. Hopefully you're having a good one. Welcome on in. Welcome to the kitchen. We've been cooking. So. Good day, man. Hey, what's going on, bro? What are you up to tonight, Redo? Or maybe morning. What are you up to today? It's currently 6:57 p.m. Pacific time. You can always try NVIDIA GeForce. It's 12 midday here. I'm chilling. Kids are away for the weekend. I'm a PoE2 refugee. Well, welcome on in, man. Sorry that your PoE2 experience was not going to your liking. Hopefully your experience with last Epoch is a lot better if you plan on playing. Yeah, congrats, man. Like, literally. You're 5 minutes in and you're already having more fun. Hey, man, that's what I'm talking about, brother. Give you a chance to catch up on the systems and then, you know. Then you're ready for Season 2. What are you playing, Sentinel? Oh, that reminds me. I got homework. Hog wants me to be watching Grandma's Boy this weekend. See, okay, cool. Thanks for the info, bro. I'll check out. Have you decided what to start after reading the patch notes? Yes, it's live on YouTube right now. Bleed Hammers. It went live 2 hours ago. I have 3 in-game planners in there. I'll also be working on a leveling guide. It'll just be a small update. You watched that last night? Hey, what's good, Nate? Oh, you watched my live stream last night? No, I think Nate set me up for something. what do we got? Okay, there we go. Final point spent in this tree. So, Relentless is live right now. Why have I never used Relentless? Would you suggest using early ascendancies to try and get a bleeding heart? Got it pretty early. Last couple tests, had to scrap them as it felt unethical. Fenrir, I would, and I have used my ascendancies to get them. The sooner the better. The thing is, none of my ascendancies worked. I am still bleeding heartless. Is this the new season? No. On Thursday. On April 17th will be the new season. I'm just practicing my season starter. Didn't you say? Oh, I watched that last. Oh, okay, Nate. Yeah. I got to watch Grandma's Boy last night. I got to watch Grandma's Boy. Hog TV said it's my homework. He said I have to go watch it, man.
Yes.
I still haven't gotten any
Take
new
care.
runes. Still undecided. Might play Shaman Fire NATO, but I never played Hammer 2. Maybe it's a good time to play. Ricochet looking good. Okay, so in my build guide that I put out, thank you so much for the likes over on YouTube, guys. In the build guide I put out, I'm not using Ricochet, but that's because I haven't tried it out before. Because Ricochet was always kind of like, what? Why would I use that? Okay. Yeah, dude, this build guide's off to a great start. Thank you so much, guys. Okay, we're going to pin that. New build guide active. Yeah, we'll leave that. We're actually new bleed. New bleed hammer season starter. Yeah, I can do Twitch, I swear. What, something went wrong? I have to, do I have to unpin this? Something still went wrong, really? You can tell I'm not very adept at pinning messages, huh? There we go. There we go. What about YouTube? Can I do that for YouTube as well? The movie's awesome? Okay, yeah, that's what Hog was saying. New bleed hammer season starter guide is live. Okay, can I pin messages here as well? Yes. Boom. Pinned. Maybe I should just play my fire spell damage Rive. You're already comfortable. Hey, you can't go wrong, man. Everything's gonna be new. There was so much changes to Sentinel. No matter what you play, it will be new. Hey, what's good, Harfang? What are we cooking? So, my theory crafted bleed hammer guide for next season, my season starter, went live, and I'm practicing. I already had this character going. I'm practicing some tips and tricks. Basically, we're doing bleed hammers without volatile reversal. We're using Abyssal Echoes. Harfang, thank you for the follow. We're using Abyssal Echoes and it's still getting the job done. It's still getting the job done. It's not doing as much damage right now, obviously, as Volatile Reversal would get you, but I think in the new season, with all the new little, you know, reworks to the tree and using Abyssal Echoes and the new idol system, I think it's going to be pretty strong. Is it stronger than what it is now with Volatile Reversal? I don't know, but I don't think it's dead in any sense. It still feels like it's going to be a good time. Riot plus Void Cleave. Oh, yeah, dude. That's going to be a great time, too. I got to do an update to Void Cleave Erasing Strike. I think Void Cleave Erasing Strike is just going to be absolutely insane. Lightning Javelin, seriously, looks very promising. I put together a planner for that. What's up, Tism? I put together a planner for that. I did an Electrify Javelin build earlier in the cycle, like maybe a month ago. It was freaking strong. It was strong, man. Like, I'm telling you, 800 corruption. It killed Aberoth just fine. It was using Volatile Reversal, but I think it's going to be even better. I think it's going to be even better in the new season. With all the changes, the itemization, and the updates to the Javelin tree, I think it's going to be strong. It's just finding a balance right now. What's good, Tism? Welcome on in, man. Whoa, hey, hold up. T6? Okay. I think I'm going to keep this for now. Mana regen. Interesting. Theo, or Theog Babo, thank you for the follow over here on Twitch. Any idea what your starter build is going to be, or are you still testing? You should be seeing a pinned comment at the top of the chat, Bearded Gamer. That is my starter build. It is live on YouTube right now. It is Bleed Hammers. To answer your question, it is Bleed Hammers, and I put out 3 planners in that video. One is kind of tried and true, and I kind of added some stuff, obviously upgraded passive tree from season 2, and then I did way more theoretical. I have no idea. I have somewhat of an idea that it's going to be good, but we're still working on it. So next planner we got to work on is a Javelin planner, because that was my second build that I wanted to play. That was in my top 6. I think it's going to do super well. Like, Bearded Gamer, check this note out. Sanguine Eruption, check it out. Thank me later. It's like even right now in live, it feels good. Right here, you just kind of, you know, tag everybody, boom, go. And then they just start melting. That is 100 corruption. This is budget gear. And this is no volatile reversal. Like, dude, this is gonna be a good XP farmer too, man. You just go around, kind of tag everybody, boom, hit the button, dead, 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 and it just chains out there, man. Yeah, I think this will be the truth. I mean, it's Aberoth viable right now. Or you guys want to? Well, hold up. Let me keep farming. Let's. I'm gonna stay here for a little bit, on this character, but I will be going to the level 100. I'll go kill Aberoth a couple times for you guys. I need some necrotic resist. I need some mana regen. That's a lot of throwing attack speed. I'm about to kiss off, but we're doing all right, Malric. Okay, 11 is high. Whoa. Well, you know what? We could probably make up. Let's check this out real quick before I commit to this. Do we have lightning resistance? Oh, physical? Oh, I needed that? What are you up to today? Okay, that's good. That's good. Okay, and then we're capped there. All right, so let's seal it, and then let's add health. Okay, I'm fine with that. Just because I need sustain right now, guys. I need some sustain. So I'm having to use health regen. I mean, this is good, though. This is good for me. It's gonna be weird next season to not have 5 loot lizards in every mono. Yeah, and I was a little disappointed. They said, nah, they already dropped good loot. We're not buffing their loot. I thought they were doing that before. But I think they're giving us the tools to buff the loot if we want through the Weaver's Tree, which is fine. Because I will say the loot lizards have made leveling new characters feel better. Just because you'll get like an injection of idols, an injection of rare items, an injection of crafting materials. Yeah, there was so much stuff. It was low-key underwhelming, but so I kind of just chose a bunch of random stuff and slapped it in there, but I was disappointed too, but did not check the Weaver Tree yet. You see, I was messing around with the Weaver Tree. There's just so much in there. I'm very much I can visualize it in my head, but I'm very much a I see it, and then it would help if I could then apply it immediately in game. If you click here, then click Weaver Tree at the bottom, you can browse it. Yeah, the planner that I uploaded up onto YouTube, it has I picked a bunch of stuff. Yo, Just Damien, thank you for the follow. I picked a bunch of stuff, but it's just random stuff. I have no idea if it's good. I have somewhat of an idea. Learner? Kinesthetic learner. Yeah, I guess that's me. Log out. Budev, thank you for the follow. I don't think it's shared between all characters, but I could be wrong.
Take care.
All right, guys. I'm gonna laugh if I finally get. A bleeding heart this way. This is like what, rune number 12? We get another claw. The tree isn't, but the points for the tree is. Oh, okay. I see where you're going with that. So if one character has all 50 points unlocked, your alt already has all 50 points. Hey, what's good, Spox? Welcome back. You know, I just really wanted to read it all after checking the gigantic patch notes. You know, yeah, I know. I just not really wanted to read all. I got you. I misread that. I could be wrong. I don't think you're wrong. It makes sense. It tracks with the way that EHG likes to handle alts. It encouraged, like, it's a great feeling to have all this extra stuff for your alts, man, because what's been one of the greatest strengths of last Epoch, right? People who have criticized the Endgame still are playing it because they like making new characters. Definitely have all the notes for your faction. Yeah. Could use fiery dragon shoes. But I'm just getting so much value out of these current boots. Could use prismatic gaze, not really. Thorn Slinger, no, no. I got a good setup right here. Bident. Oh, this one's already got legendary potential. Orion Sunseal. Dude, I finally watched the full stream yesterday of with Aaron and Frosty. Man, dude, everything they were showing off for the game looks so cool. You want a giveaway? You dropped a pink item on Grim Dawn? Let's go, Xavier.
This world earned its will. Do you deny it? My shadow will cover this world once more. It changes anything. This world is already dead.
Your broke buddy now has no excuse. I can't believe I found a 2LP atrophy. Yeah, I've gotten pretty lucky on these characters, man. What are you up to today, Mr. Spox? Oh, it's a legendary monster unique. Do I have any suggestions for leveling fast in LE? Just pick a build that can move fast and just run through monos. Push as high as corruption. Push as high as corruption as you can, and then just try and clear that. That'll level you, but I don't know if that's your specific question. Prozac, I really want to play a Smite Paladin next season. It'll be good. Prozac, check it out. This node right here, Conviction, they're removing that cast speed. requirement. They're removing the cast speed like negative, and then here in the passive tree, this node is also gaining. This node is also gaining. It's gonna lose the spell damage with a shield. Sucks, but it's then gonna gain cast speed. With a shield, arguably better. But like, I'm trying to brain for real at release. I have 2 giant bags of Dinosaur chicken tendies and a case of diapers. Do you recommend anything else? A big cup with a straw. One of those long curly ones. Have it coming up over here. That way, while you're playing, you can just go. You know, it's like big old cup, all right? And then if you got like a significant other, they can just come in here and just refill it for you. You don't even have to take your hands off the mouse and keyboard or controller. You could just, you know. There you go. That's my recommendation. Dinosaur chicken tendies, a case of diapers, and a big cup with a straw. Season 2, people. Thank you so much for the likes on YouTube, guys. I really appreciate it. And it looks like it's looking a lot better over there. Looks like the quality of the stream's looking way better than yesterday, so... You watched Rax earlier. He zoomed the whole campaign, the full campaign, from level 1 to 54 in 1 hour 47 minutes with a Falconer. Yeah, a Falconer can do that. I'm definitely not that quick. I have practiced getting to monos a couple times, but my main problem is I play Sentinel, so... If I get a day off on the 23rd, I'll be playing 5 days straight. Hey, dude, Xavier's going to go ham. Yeah, I'm going to be right there with you. I'm going to not even see the sun next weekend. So the plan is, for me, I don't know what the plan is, Sentinel Slow Boy, but it's a lot of fun for sure. But when you hear like some of these other people with these speed runs that they do, and you're like, holy, what? And then you just got to realize, oh, dude, Rit, thank you so coming in hot with the prime time. You got to realize that like Sentinel is just like, even with something like Shield Rush, it's just not that fast. Hopefully it feels better. Hopefully I can be in Monoliths within 3 hours, assuming no server issues. That's the goal. I think the next, like I said, I'm going to be practicing one more run. I'll do it in offline mode. It's my emergency character in case, the servers are dead. Then I got an offline paladin, and we'll take them right up to Monoliths. Did a speed run for Sentinel, and it was about 6 hours, but I'm still only 3.5 weeks new. Oh, that's fine, Bearded Gamer. 6 hours is fine. Appreciate the immediate help you gave me to my questions the other night. Oh, absolutely, Red. I got you. I mean, I try and do my best. Easy to support, good guys. Appreciate it, man. Anytime you need help, I'll do my best to help, or maybe somebody in the community can jump in. Here in Brazil, we have a double holiday weekend. It's a good send Friday, Monday. Oh, nice. Yeah, I think I'm about 6-ish hours. You know what? I think they have something like that, Xavier, in Canada as well, because I heard Frozen Sentinel talking about the holiday, and I'm like, what holiday? Easter weekend for us, at least. It's like, hey, it's Easter on Sunday. Then Monday, it's back to work. I mean, I don't get it. All right, give me an Easter holiday. Yeah, I think about 6 hours. I'm going to make my time this league and just enjoy it. Yeah, absolutely. Best holiday in the world. That's what I'm talking about. Log out Matral. Mako. Gin Maniac, thank you for the follow. Hopefully you're having a good one. Welcome on in. Welcome to the kitchen, ladies and gentlemen. We be cooking. For those who don't know, my for those who don't know, my trade, my profession is I'm a cook for the military. For the U.S. military. I'm a civilian cook. So, I mean, we make a lot of kitchen references here. You know, like you guys are my subscribers. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding with the subscriber bit. Why can't he pronounce my name? Log out macro. Just call me log out. I've been calling you macro. I mean, if you're hearing micro, I don't know what to tell you. Bike bro does cook. Hey, what's good? What's good, Crimson? Look, Macro's gonna hit me with a clip. He is like, "Oh, really? Let's play that back, man." Challenge flag. What's your favorite thing to cook? I mean, in real life, like, you know, something on the grill, man. Something on the grill, like a nice steak, burger, something like that. At the center, I cook for children. Children and military personnel. I'm not that guy, but it happens a lot. I got you, log out. Macro. Almost every speed run is done with the rogue. Yeah, they just got the tools for it. They got the tools. Currently doing level 90 monoliths. How do you boost them? Okay, hold up. Let me see if I can understand that, Maurik. No, not Maurik. Bearded Gamer. So you're doing level 90 monoliths and you want to boost them. I would not boost the level 90 monos. What I would do is complete all the level 90 monos. Kill your Harbinger in the last timeline and then go up to empowered timelines. Yeah, I would go up to empowered timelines. I would not bother increasing the corruption in a level 90 timeline. You can only increase it to 50. And I feel like the rewards in one of those timelines is just not good. Dude, what the frick, man? Thanks, man. This is my first time playing the Endgame, so... Oh, yeah, no problem, Bearded Gamer. I got blasted by a meteor. Yeah, well, also, I accidentally, like, hit this or something. I, like, fat-fingered that. So then I stood still for half a second. Every time I die, it's to Avalanche. I feel like I need to try that skill in Season 2 for some revenge. Okay. You go to Max Roll and hover over the Resources tab on the LE page. There's a ton of really good info. of Ascendance. You know, one change I think is really good that's coming to the game, I think, is it's going to be the Spire Guardians. And then Spires don't start attacking until you engage a Spire Guardian. I think that'll be really good for like Nemesis and Prophecies. Yeah. Yeah, I think that one looks really good. I think that's going to be a good addition. Does anything outside of Sentinel interest you in Season 2? Tornado Werebear? Only because that's what I played recently. Trying to think, what other classes did we cover? We played Frostclaw Sorcerer. I think that's dead. Though Frozen Sentinel is cooking up something on Rune Master, and I think that looks cool. Heartseeker Rogue, I think, would be kind of cool to check out. I haven't really played any bow builds, so that one could be a cool one to check out. Yeah, the Tornado Werebear was really fun, man. Dread put together a really cool build. So I look forward to playing that again in Season 2. Oh. One of my prophecies finally hit. Donat Elk. Dawn at Elk. Okay, that's how I'm going to pronounce it. Dawn? Okay, so Dawn. Main differences between Path of Exile 2 and this game right now. I don't play a lot of Path of Exile 2. I'm largely a Last Epoch creator. So what I can tell you what last Epoch does very well. The build diversity in this game is very well. There is a ton of skills that you can use in this game, and each skill has its own skill tree. That's only if you can. That's only if you specialize into it. All right. So each skill that you specialize into has its own skill tree, which adds a whole new level of complexity. You can completely customize your build. On top of that, you have fully fleshed out skill tree, passive trees. Each class has 3 masteries, also known as ascendancies in the Path of Exile world. So with each class, you get the 3 masteries, and you can dip into the other masteries that are not your own to flesh out your build fantasy, so to speak. The game's very fun, and season 2 is going to be expanding the in-game by a ton. So the end game's about to get expanded. They're going to have these whole new things called woven echoes. They're going to be, I guess, like maps, and you can put them directly in your monoliths. This is the main in-game loop right now, which is you go from echo web to echo web, just completing these like little maps, and now we're going to be able to customize them with these woven echoes. And they're going to be adding a whole weaver tree into the game. That's going to be having all this, like, they're adding just so much, man. You don't have to pay for any in-game power. All stash tabs in the game are purchased with in-game currencies. The only thing they sell in the game, other than the game itself, is cosmetics for your character. So if you literally just want to throw down $35 or $40 or however how much it is, and then get all the updates for, as far as I'm aware, free for the rest of the life of the game. Yeah, there's a lot of good stuff. Does that help you out, Dawn? Oh, it was better. See ya. Oh, that one wasn't done? Oops. Are they getting rid of that shield on boss? Hey, what's good, Diddy Dominguez. I can pronounce Dominguez. Yeah, so thanks. I'll give the game a try. Hey, if you were interested in the game, you can use my storefront. It's the same price. It'll give you a copy of the game via Steam. And then I get a little bit of a kickback. Only if you're interested. You got to do what's best for you, Don. Yeah, so Dominguez, they're getting rid of it for a lot of units, but not like your major bosses, right? So not like your Orbis, your Aberoth, your timeline bosses. Going to be League starting, Ignite and Bleed Hammered in, and then transitioning to Devouring Orbs, Smite Autobomber. Hey, what's good, Vrogoth over on YouTube? That is a great start. 100%. That is a great start. Ignite and Bleed Hammered ins are just so strong right now for leveling, and then you can just respec. Yeah, 100%. Great pick. You should have seen what it used to be. I'll give the game a chance. I liked it because it has faster gameplay. Yeah, it's definitely faster. It's definitely faster. Yeah, no shade to the Path of Exile devs. They definitely want to take Path of Exile 2 in a different direction, but the game, last Epoch right now at least, is currently faster than Path of Exile 2.
Stand down or die.
It's not TLI fast. Are you talking about Torchlight Infinite or PoE 1? You're right. It's not as fast as those games. Oh, Dominguez, there used to be a system in the game called like dynamic boss damage reduction or something. And what would happen is you'd be fighting a boss, and if you're doing too much damage, it would, like, without you even realizing what was happening, you would just like start doing less damage to a boss. It was pretty frustrating. They would just be like, oh, you're doing so much damage, we're going to reduce your damage. And then, you know, like, it would just slow to a crawl on some of these bosses, depending on how much damage you started out doing. Yeah, the ward mechanic is more of a visual change. The one thing I didn't agree with was them giving ward to like every single boss in the game. I complained about that on day one, man. I'm just trying to level through the campaign, and I find like some freaking skeleton in the road, and he's got freaking a huge ass ward bar. I'm like, what the hell, man? Well, this is what happens when you give rare enemies high crit chance. Okay. Well, I'm just gonna have to live with it. Rare enemies have high speed and crit chance. Yeah, that doesn't say anything. High speed, high crit chance. Thank you so much for the likes over on YouTube, guys. I want to take a look at something. All right, let's keep it going. Oh, dude, this is so much better. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, I feel like I had some low-key trauma, man. Why I like some minion builds. Do you complete all normal monos, or can you skip some? Yeah, Nate. So what you can do, you can go up the right side of the tree. So when you complete Follow the Outcast, it used to be you had to pick which one you wanted, Stolen Lance or the Black Sun. What happens now is it unlocks both of these. Andre, what's good? Thank you. Welcome on in. So what happens now is it unlocks both of these, and then it goes up this side of the. I would recommend going up this side of the tree. Right, you complete Black Sun, Ending the Storm, Reign of Dragons, then Age of Winter, Spirits of Fire, and Last Ruin. Whichever one of these level 90 ones you complete last, that's the one that will spawn your first Harbinger. You kill that, it then unlocks all the timelines for you at Empowered. All right, so then Stolen Lance, Blood, Frost, and Death, and Fall of the Empire become unlocked. D2 Hammer didn't call. They want their build back. What's up, Driz? What's important, Nate? 5 builds updated. That's what I'm talking about, bro. What's important, Nate, is to finish the top 3. Yeah. Five builds updated, 2 to go. That's what I'm talking about, bro. Oh, Rogue Idol Enchanter actually trash. I didn't look at anything that wasn't Sentinel. There was just so much good stuff for Sentinel, man. There was so much good stuff. Oh. Is Frostclaw getting changed like a nerf or something? I've been using it and it's super fun. I'm a new player, by the way. Dominguez, you were all worried about nerfs and stuff. I mean, there was some stuff that were nerfed, but I mean, they were like, I wanted to tell you, no, that's fine. Yeah. There were some stuff that were nerfed, but it was like, it was done very well. It was done very well. Yeah, the spark charges on Frostclaw got nerfed. It doesn't work on Frostclaw anymore. Yeah, that's a Bleeding Heart Spox. Only because I got burned from cycle 1 to cycle 1.1 when they changed the smite idols. Yeah, because my favorite build of cycle 1 was smite hammered in. I was like, all right, guys, let's go. This build's gonna be so good in cycle 1.1, and then the smite idol changes. I mean, I don't think it was an intentional nerf, but I think it was a performance thing. I was never given an answer, but that's okay. Frostclaw would probably be Frost now. Yeah, I mean, Frostclaw didn't get nerfed, but it was the There's a huge amount of spark charges that it would apply that got nerfed. Are your top two classes Sentinel and Primalist? For me personally, that I like to play? No. Because when I think of all the fun I've had on another class, it's got to be Warlock. Like, but don't get me wrong, Primalist is very fun. Commercial. Thank you for the likes over on YouTube, guys. You're a Primalist junkie? That's what I'm talking about, Spox. These builds are all have health idols. Thanks to... Oh, yeah, absolutely. Come on, macro. I could never pick one to stick with. They are also fun, got lots of levels, but never actually made it that deep into corruption. Hey, that's fine, man. You're not the only one. There's been a ton of people who just find some items. They're like, yo, this is so good. I'm going to go make a blah, blah, blah. In my opinion, with the health regen buffs coming in Season 2, Primalists are going to be wicked. I'm a little excited to try Tornado Werebear, but I mean, we got so many Sentinel builds we got to play first. Yeah, glad you're not locked. That's what I'm talking about, man. Yeah, I'm definitely locked. Yeah, when you put out all those Sentinel builds I did for Cycle 1.1, man, it's kind of like, so how's this build? I've already been getting some comments on some of the builds I put out, like, when will this get updated? Be like, give me some time, guys. People freak out on Aaron while he's subathoning that his builds aren't updated. They're probably not aware that he's also the one updating all of them. Like, they're probably not like, yeah. Hey, now you get to play with a very mean Hammerden. Hey, that's right, bro. That's right. Main reason why I'm choosing Bleed Hammers to start with is it's one of the fastest Paladin builds out there. I'm sure there's going to be faster ones. Like, I'm sure. Man, it's almost here, guys. The anticipation is real. What are we looking at now? 5 days? 4 days? We got the rest of today. Let's not count today. We got tomorrow, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then on Thursday, we're playing. Yeah, so 4 days. Because on the 5th day, we're playing. You got a sub for Thursday? Hey, that's what I'm talking about, man. You took a 5-day weekend for this? What am I going to have? I'm going to have a 5-day weekend as well. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Monday, it's back to work. That's okay. Sunday, I got family coming over for Easter. But I will blast hella hard. I'm here for the LE shilling. Let the shilling commence. You got those same days off? Hey, Costin, that's what I'm talking about, man. I made a PoE 2 diss track today, because why not? No, I can't really think of a reason why not. I'm just more like, go enjoy the games you want to play. We can get some relics here. Have you seen Hog's video on Jonathan from PoE 2? Which one? The last one I saw that he came out with, it was like a scene from the 300. And then the one before that was like, what was it, Grandma's Boy? A movie I gotta watch this weekend. It's my homework. And then after that, oh man, there's so much good stuff. It was set in the 300. Yeah, I saw that one. Loose Cannon Productions. Oh yeah, the Patriot. Yeah, that one was freaking hilarious. I'm taking all your players. But what about the Vision? Song title is a Vision Boy. Yeah, go have fun with that. Yeah. There we go. You don't think you've been this excited for an update? I think I'm excited, don't get me wrong, but I think I was excited for the release of last Epoch more, like back in February last year, only because, you know, I had just, like, it was a personal thing. It was like a personal journey, because I've been streaming for a while, but through the last Epoch community, I became monetized on Twitch. I gained a small little following. My YouTube channel began to grow, and I was like, all right, man, this is gonna tell me if this is gonna become a hot, like, I put a lot of work into it, so I'm like, this is gonna tell me if this becomes a hobby that can possibly become a nice little side hustle. And so there was a lot of excitement for that. And sure enough, you know, my following grew. I met a lot of cool people. More people joined the community. I took 2 weeks off for that. Bike, what do you think the player count will be for 1.2? It's hard to tell, because I feel like you get, like, hope they add DLSS. Apparently they're still working on DLSS. So, are we talking like how many people are going to be watching in Twitch, on YouTube, or concurrent player count? If we're talking about concurrent player count, I would say it's going to really depend. You know, Path of Exile 2 is out, but it's not as popular. Like, it's not as popular of an update. Path of Exile 1 is out, but it hasn't received an update for a while. Diablo 4's season or content got delayed, so yeah, like, the game sold 2 million copies. There is a good chance, like, last Epoch has sold 2 million copies. There's a good chance this weekend we will see 200,000 plus. This is highly anticipated. This is a highly anticipated release. And like, there's not a lot of offerings from the other competitors. I mean, Path of Exile 2's update's still fresh, but it's got issues for a lot of people. I've heard other people say it's a good update, they like it, but not everybody wants to play the game that way. Well, let's put it nicely. $500,000 minimum. Fingers crossed, hopefully it hits 300K. Concurrent player count. I think I'll buy the 300K for $1. And this update adds a ton of base game. I think we'll see yeah, I think that's the biggest thing. I think what will happen is we'll see a good amount of people. By the time we hit the weekend, TS working out, networking. If Ellie hits over 150K, you'll be happy. I think it'll hit over 150K. If servers are, that's the thing. If Thursday comes along and then Nate, you're saying over 500K, awesome. If the servers come out and there's if the game comes out on Thursday, well, when it comes out on Thursday, if the servers fail, believe me, man, it's not going to be good. The thing is, I think it's going to be a lot better. Like, if there's a small hiccup, right? If there's a small hiccup, whatever. It's just it's the perception, right? Because their old server providers absolutely crapped the bed the night before their huge launch. That's what hurt Last Epoch coming out. They put it all out there. They didn't name who their server provider was, but I have it on good authority. It's Amazon Web Services. They absolutely crapped the bed and had like a major server issue, and then they had trouble spinning up new servers. And then they had a ton of people, but Last Epoch was kind of left holding the bag when all that happened. So what they have done since is they've dumped their old server provider, which I have on good authority is Amazon Web Services, and they got a new server provider, which we haven't had that many issues with. Even when Cycle 1.1 came out, there was a small hiccup of like 20-30 minutes, and then the game was running just fine. I think they're very prepared for this. Yeah, if servers are good, I see 2 to 250K pretty easy. There's a lot of hype in the GGG drama. Yeah, that's true. I don't know if you heard what happened to Wayfinder, but the server collapsed and it gained a lot of negative reviews. I don't really cover Wayfinder, but I had not heard that. What can we do with this? I think mana regen would be very nice. Health is very good. Lightning res is something I need. 34, that's fine. Can I get the YOLO seal? What can we put on here? Health regen? No, not as needed. Do we got chance to apply frailty anywhere? No. Okay, I'm going to put 1 level of chance to apply frailty. How much health does this have? This is good. All right, well, let's go back and edit this. This is fine. Hey, Bike, I just picked up the game. I was thinking of trying a Primalist build before a new patch. Would that be a good starter class? Any class is a good starter class, Bali. The thing is, I don't play a lot of Primalists. I play Sentinel. I play a lot of Sentinel. But with that being said, there are a lot of good content creators out there for Primalists. There's just a lot of good content creators out there in general. When I'm thinking about good starter classes, I think, I think there's some good, especially if you like Druid or Beastmaster, there's going to be some good changes. I would say go out there and try it. If you're looking for a build to practice and try out, if you've ever heard of Dread, he does these things called 0 to hero runs, and in them, he takes a character in solo character found, so he has no starting help, and he takes that character all the way to endgame. If you personally would like to just poke around on the game and kind of learn at your own pace, by all means. Primalist is a great class to try out. I'm just more of a Sentinel nut job. Yeah, if servers are good. Yeah, okay. Primalists are very fun. Starter class, Acolyte, Rogue are both excellent new player classes. That's true. Acolyte going into Acolyte going into whatchamacallit is very good. Into Warlock is very good.
Yes.
Let's see. Are you not able to forge exalted or legendary items? I tried earlier and I guess the piece had 0 forge potential or something. So you can forge on exalted items, but you have to have so you can craft on exalted items as long as they have forging potential. You cannot craft on legendary items. They have no forging potential. What you do with these is you create these via a slam. Colloquially, they're known as a slam. Basically, you go into the temporal sanctum, you take an item, you take an exalted, and slam it together. Speaking of which, now that we know more about what... Now, I'll wait till Season 2 to make that video. I want to be able to actually show it in-game. You're thinking of trying Forge Guard as well? Yeah, Forge Guard, they got a lot of love in Cycle 1.1. The naming scheme of the new seasons are going to be called Seasons. I don't play a lot of Forge Guard. I'm going to let you in on a secret. They were kind of bad for a while. They're much better now, and they're getting this new node. Oh, legendary potential. They're getting this new node that is going to make them very exciting. Make them very exciting to try out. Being able to wield a two-hander and a shield, I think, is going to be cool. I will try out a Forge Guard. You heard it here first, folks. I will try out a Forge Guard. I think it'd be cool if we do like some sort of like javelin build with a Forge Guard, and we'll call it a like a Spartan build, man, like a phalanx soldier build. I think it'll be cool. I mean, I don't know if it'll be good, but are exalted items purple or red? The exalted items are purple. That does sound really cool. Yeah, yeah. Slammed? What does that mean? Yeah, I'll show you. Slammed means it was a unique, right? So this is a unique. You see it's just kind of orange and it says unique. When it's slammed, it becomes a legendary. Here. I got a video for you. Now, this is getting updated, right? This video is not like... So what we're going to do, I'm going to share this video. The information in it is still good, but there's basically new methods in the game now. There's basically new... Sorry, I had to find it. New unique spear. The phalanx. Really? More damage with vengeance per 10% block chance. Block chance while preparing to riposte. Block effectiveness while preparing to riposte. 100% chance to use javelin when you riposte. Dude, that is cool though. Bro, we got to make the Spartan build, guys. I'm going to have to play around with that. I'm going to have to make a Forge Guard planner. Yeah, so Bearded Gamer, check that out. Thank you so much for the likes over on YouTube, guys. I have a friend that made a melee Forge Guard. Let me look what he sent you. Yeah, okay, so Bearded Gamer, that video is a little outdated, but the core concept is still the same. I want to wait until season 2. I want to wait until season 2 to make an updated video just because I can show you the specific mechanics. I thought about, like, and it's going to be called Legendary Potential in 2025. Or actually, I'll probably call it Legendary Potential in Season 2. Bali, thank you for the follow over here on Twitch. Thank you, thank you. Welcome to the kitchen. We've been cooking. Or we be cooking. There we go. His effective EHP... His effective EHP versus hit was 44,500. And he was playing a Forge Guard? Sounds kind of... Man, okay. Okay, so is this a current Forge Guard? Like, is this an out in the wild Forge Guard? Or is this like something that he put together? Not theory. It's his actual gear. Okay, that's actually pretty good. That's actually pretty good. Because this one that I theory crafted was 75,539. So it's out in the wild. So it hasn't. So it hasn't gotten the effects of the new season yet. That's awesome. Hey, what's up, Tubby? Tubby POE? Versus hit? Yeah. Is it just physical? That's versus physical. That's still very good. What are you up to today, Tubby? In-game guide, you press G. But I got you anytime you need me to answer a question for you, Bearded. You actualize the build? Hey, what's up, Jardiel? How you doing? What build? Are you talking about the Bleed Hammers build I put out? This is something that's currently in live. We're just doing some practice. We don't have access to everything that's coming out in season 2 yet. We still gotta wait a couple days. How you doing? How you doing, Silva? So yeah, this is a pretty modest character. I just hitting level 85. This is corruption 135. You just got home from work. Welcome back. Welcome home, man. Kick your feet up, pop open a cold one, and have a good night. Appreciate that, bike. Anytime. Is ESG allowing pre-orders for the supporter packs? Or do we have to wait until release? We have to wait until release. But hey, guys, if you want to support me even more and you're planning on buying supporter packs, remember, nexus.gg/babblingBike. Brow had the same idea. Nexus.gg/babblingBike. You prefer hammer or judgment? Hammers. Though Judgment looks like it's getting a lot of changes. I'll buy it from there for sure, getting that big one. Hey, man, I really appreciate it. Thank you, guys. Second nature at this point. Yeah. Yeah, if you're going to be buying any supporter packs, consider supporting a creator. It doesn't necessarily have to be me. It could be Aaron, The Curse, Dread. I'm assuming those guys have Nexus stores. I know Aaron does. The thing is, I for a long time was just very bad about telling people about my Nexus store. And I talked so many people into buying the game or something. And then finally, I remembered one time and I told a couple people, I'm like, wait, I could have been making money this whole time? Sure thing. It's 5:28 in the morning, so just sleep, more work in 10 hours. Okay, Tubby. Yeah, get some sleep. Ellie had a spike on the player count today, double from what it was before, 6K. Oh, that's cool. Damage over time. Chance to bleed on melee hit. Stormlight, thank you for the follow. You subscribed on YouTube, and then you followed on Twitch. Thank you so much, Stormlight. Oh, heck yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I'm getting the biggest pack as well, and we'll use your link. Hey, Bali, I really appreciate it. Hog does not, but if he did get a Nexus, he would likely try to sell fishing accessories. Yeah, absolutely, man. So I want to try out Javelin Divine Fury. It looks so epic. Hey, Stormlight, I'm going to be spending some more time with this build. But I did make a planner for it. Hold up. Oh, Xavier, thank you for the prime time. Check that planner out. I will spend some more time with it, though. Me, Judgment, and Hammer. I got you, Jardeal. Or was it your deal or hard deal or jar? I'm torn from going Lightning, Javelin, or Judgment Aura. I've got to get some sleep. Hey, catch you later, Bearded Gamer. I'll spend my time on work this week, planning on what to play. Hey, Xavier, I'm glad to hear that, man. And dude, and thank you for the prime time, dude. I really appreciate it. Thank you for subscribing. Okay, I'm tapping out on Bow Mage. That's fair. Sure. Aaron is going to have to take a look at it. It needs a full overhaul, and that's a him. Yeah, for sure. Sure. I'm from Brazil. You pronounce my name correctly. Oh, okay. Awesome, Jardil. Welcome on in. You're gonna start Sentinel now. Hey, Bali, welcome to the correct side. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. You can't go wrong, Bali. You can't go wrong. All the classes in the game are good. All the classes in the game are good. It's just I'm a Sentinel nut job. That's what people need to understand. Even when Sentinel was bad, I was playing Sentinel and I loved it. Now that Sentinel's probably going to be meta, I don't care. I'm still playing Sentinel, man. I'm not like one of those people going, oh, I'm not the cool kid anymore because everybody's using it. I don't care. I love Sentinel.
This hates, this despair, oblivion burns within me. This world earned its reward.
Whoa, hype train? Whoa, who started a hype train? Glad you're streaming tonight since Aaron's day off. Bali with the prime time, and he knocks us into a hype train, a level 1 hype train. Dude, Bali, thank you. Thank you for the prime time, and welcome to the kitchen. We be cooking. Yeah, I didn't realize Aaron was off today, but hey, man, he had a long day yesterday, man. He had a long day. He had issues with his streaming setup. I feel for him. I had the same thing happen to me yesterday. He uses Streamlabs OBS. I use Streamlabs OBS. Both of our systems got no problem, man. Thanks for all the help. Bali, I'm here for you, bro. If you're interested in a Sentinel guide, I will be getting an update to my Bleed Hammered In leveling guide out, but that one is pretty popular, and you'll be able to respec into a full-on mastery later on. He just had to reset his computer. Yeah, after I went live, I don't know what happened. Streamlabs, Hog with the raid. Hog coming in hot. Holy moly, welcome on in, sir. Or should I say it's the Vision. Grandma's Boy check. I haven't watched it yet. I've been telling chat, man. I've been telling chat that I gotta watch it. Dot, thank you for the follow. I was planning on after the stream checking it out. I was working on my Bleed Hammered In guide. Tism gifting a sub, and it goes to OC Nautic. Thank you very much. Welcome on in, everybody. I'm Babbling Bike, and I'm a Sentinel nut job. Gifted sub to the community. Watch it now. Yeah. What's up? Everybody's telling me it's a great movie. Vision Boy himself. What's up, Bike? Hype train. Yeah, dude. Thank you so much for the hype train, guys. I really appreciate it. I'll get to the follows and everything in a moment. How much corruption does this build get? So my in-game version of this build, I pushed past 1,000 corruption this season with Bleed Hammers. This is a solo character found run. I'm practicing leveling with this character. Right now it's 135. We bring Degeneracy and Cake, but don't ask me about Cake. Understood. Understood, Next. What's going on, man? What's good? So this build's going to get better in Season 2. It's a little weak right now because I'm not using Volatile Reversal. But it's still pretty decent. Everyone's talking about it. We'll definitely check the Vision video. Dude, the Vision video's lit, man. What? Yeah, dude. I plan on watching Grandma's Boy this weekend, man. By Monday, it will be watched. Hell, it'll probably be watched tonight just because, you know, Hog's checking in. Once you see it, you will enjoy the parody so much. I think I gotta watch Grandma's Boy, and then I gotta watch the parody again. I gotta understand the vision. Apparently Jonathan's doing another interview tomorrow. Oh, the Vision is doing another interview. Welcome on in, guys. I really appreciate the raid, Hog. Let me give you a shout out and make sure I shout out the actual Hog. All right. Yeah. All right. Looks good. Boom. I shouted out the actual Hog. Thank you so much for the raid. Really appreciate it. Thank you. Welcome on in, everybody. We're just practicing some leveling with bleed hammers. My theory craft of what I think Bleed Hammers is going to be doing in Season 2 is live on YouTube right now. Show us your bloody hammer. My bloody hammer? Oh, you want me to show you the theory craft guide? Well, I got a whole video for it. Here, let me show you. Let me show you, man. I got 3 different planners. Hold up. Let me see if I can find them. Thank you very much. What do we got here? Street King, thank you for the follow. Dursanula, thank you for the follow. Inhuman Rabbit, thank you for the follow. Tism9999, thank you for the gifted sub. Hun Like an Exile, thank you for the follow. Demise, thank you for the follow. And Dot, thank you for the follow. And Hog, thank you for the raid. That's not what he meant, but roll with it. I've been playing off and on since 09. This is the first time I'm seriously pushing corruption because Season 2 has me hyped. That's what I'm talking about. Eliath, thank you for the follow. Dank, thank you for the follow. He came from PoE 2, but his vision isn't what I'm finding fun. Yeah, that's not what he meant, but roll with it. Can't wait. Fired. Wait, you have a bleed hammer build and you're using an axe? Fired? What? What? I'm fired for using an axe? Come on. Come on. Yeah, so if you guys want to see must be hammer, no. It's got to be an axe, man. If you guys want to see a more in-game version of this, all right, this is the build I put together here in Cycle 1.1. Yeah, this is the build I put together in Cycle 1.1. Right? And so this is going to be, I'm going to be shooting for this level of gear in Season 2. But I also put together a few things. And I think ultimately this is going to be the build planner I'm going to want to go for. Let's... ultimately, I think we might end up going for something like this. We'll use the set crafting. We'll use the Salt the Wound. We'll check out the OP shield. We'll check out all that stuff. It'll be a good time. If you're interested in those planners, video's up on YouTube. All right. Let me get all this going. Okay, let's who wants to see some Aberoth? I mean, it's not Uber Aberoth, but it's Aberoth. All right, I kept saying we were going to come play this in-game version of Bleed Hammer, so let's go check out some stuff. I want to try out some things. We'll leave that there for now. So what I'm experimenting with right now is seeing how well Bleed Hammers feels without Volatile Reversal. All right. So I pushed 1,000 corruption with his build using Volatile Reversal, but now I'm using Abyssal Echoes. This node, Sanguine Eruption, is very strong.
Finally returned to me.
So I have pushed 1,000 corruption with this build. We can go do a corruption showcase after that. I think this build is going to be better, at least with Abyssal Echoes in Season 2. I don't know if it'll be better than what it was with Volatile Reversal. You know, that's just a huge amount of damage that we're losing, but I think it's going to be good. Yeah, I've done 1,000 corruption with this build. Want me to show you 1,000 corruption after this? So right now it's a little bit slower than the version with Volatile Reversal, but that's okay. There's going to be a lot of damage buffs to bleed hammers in Season 2. Hey, so Hog, if you're still there, what were you working on tonight? Hold up. Frickin' bar cut me off. You showed up? Showed up for some good stuff? Yeah, that's right. So yeah, definitely slower than Volatile Reversal, but it's still pretty good. GG, yeah, it's still pretty good, and it's gonna be better in Season 2.
No.
Can send the loot to you, right. Who needs +2 to? All right. So let's go push. I think I have this one at over 1,000. I will say it does have some survivability issues after 1,000 corruption. So yeah, here we go. This one is 1,000. So what are you guys all up to tonight, man? You guys chilling? Anybody doing some theory crafting? I'm bookmarking all the builds I want to try right now. Dude, there's going to be so many. I ran some impromptu RP for my hero game, just vegging now. Hey, that's all good. Was watching Hog, learning about what fun fun looks like in LE. Being a PoE2 refugee. Hun like an exile, playing LE and theory crafting a strength sacking druid, werebear with the set crafting for last bears. Dude, last bears is lit. Never made it to the daddy rot though, so I don't know if it'll work. Dude, that bear set is gonna be so good for just about any life-based build, man. Like I've used it on some Sentinel builds, and the theory craft potential is insane. Doing some theory crafting right now. Maybe Vengeance gonna be later. Might be better than Rive. Yeah, quite possibly. For the fire build, yeah. I don't know about like Rive's gonna be very good for Void, but Vengeance looks fire right now. Vengeance looks so good. So with the set crafting, do you have to put the set bonus on the same type of item, or so the set bonus has to be put on a same item but not a same base type, if that makes sense, right? So if the set bonus was for a chest piece, it has to be put onto a chest piece, right? But it doesn't have to be the same exact chest base type. Yeah, well, I think it's a really good system for that, because otherwise I feel like sets would be either too broken or just taken for granted. You got to make interesting decisions. Same slot, but not exact same item. Nice. Playing LE and learning the game, breath of fresh air after PoE 2. Hey, Bali, that's what I'm talking about. That is what I'm talking about. I forget, like, after 1,000 corruption, man, they just dump stuff all over you. By the way, if you've never used the loot filter before, check it out. I was blindly hoping to swap a 3-piece set into 2 reens and a neck. Yeah, not going to work like that. Champion affix plus experimental affix plus set affix going to make me neglect uniques after the patch. Uniques are going to be good, but it'll be good to have some power that is not relegated to just uniques. Do you have a loot filter I can use being lazy? Yeah, absolutely. What kind of loot filter do you need, Jersine? So here, I'll provide you with a couple different things. How about this? Sentinel? Okay, cool. So here is a guide to making your own loot filters the way I do. And then let's get you a loot filter for... I include loot filters with all of my builds. So let me go to Pastebin. Let me see if I can find one. Do you know what kind of Sentinel you're playing? Here, let me give you this loot filter. And then there's a loot filter you can use. Bookmark. Yeah, that's my loot filter guide. It's the way I make my loot filters, because I've been including... you want to do Summon Bear? Which faction am I going to play? I'm going to be playing Circle of Fortune. Circle of Fortune, Jardeal. Void Hammer Devourer. I don't know if I have one. I only recently started making loot filters for builds. Let me see. Let me go to Pastebin. Looks like I got a Void Knight Smite. Yeah, I got a Void Knight Smite. So you'll have to adjust it, but at least it's somewhat part of the way there. What are you guys saying on YouTube? Yeah, Circle of Fortune. Demise, thank you for subscribing on YouTube. Do you know which way you'll plan out your Weaver's Tree or just winging it? I've taken a look at it, unlike an Exile. For me, it's going to be a lot easier if I wing it, so to speak, by testing something out, seeing how well it works. So, oh yeah, that build looks nuts. Divine Fury just looking so satisfying. For sure, Stormlight. I've taken a look at it. I kind of poked around and I picked some stuff that sounds cool, you know, rule of cool. But sometimes stuff that sounds cool and looks like it'd be good on paper doesn't really work out that way. So I'm very much a visual, you know, hands-on learner. So I'm probably going to end up winging it because of that. But I will try and plan something out. Same. Only node I know is I'm taking no arena. Yeah, exactly. There was some like nodes in there that I already knew was happening, right? Yeah, at least it's easier to respec. Yeah, exactly. Arenas are good now. Stuff spawns in them and minions are fast. Yeah, but tombs and cemeteries can't spawn in an arena. Well, at least tombs can't. Cemeteries are like their own thing. From what I understand. I'm not in CT. Yeah, so Brow. Cemeteries are a woven echo, right? Whereas tombs can spawn in your normal echo, right? You can just be blasting and then run into one, right? Arena takes like 30 seconds now. What about a super arena? Cemeteries are an echo, tombs spawn like, okay, that's what I understood. Thank you. I took too many bad modifiers. Enemies deal increased damage. Yep. Cemeteries aren't a woven echo. You place woven echoes in a cemetery. Okay, so wait. Cemeteries are just like an echo type now? Okay, what are super arenas? What can you say about super arenas? Or should I just, you know, try and find out for myself? You're interested in that too? Okay. They sound like they're just part of monos. They're good for boss items. Okay. Super arenas are 7 arenas back to back. Really? Really, Spox? You think they can spawn champions? I mean, I'll try out arenas. And I may or may not turn them off. For April Fools, they should add a timer between waves of mobs so you can see but delay the real time. An arena champion isn't a champion. It's the boss you would face in the arena game mode. Okay. Yeah, speaking of arena, I'm not going to go do arena. Super arenas or 7 arenas back to back? They do. Okay. Have you seen the 2 gauntlet style maps they're adding? Boss gauntlet with 7 bosses and a 5 Orbis gauntlet? No, I haven't. You got to go. Catch you later, Crimson. Thanks for being here. That's a lot of health. Dude, so... yeah, man. With this setup... do I have mana regen on each? I do. I have block chance and mana regen and health on each. I have to use Valdir's Chalice for the frailty. So, how do I have this character set up? 66 endurance. Where am I getting all my endurance from? Okay, I'm getting endurance, chance to bleed, critical strike multiplier, ending the storm. Do I need all that? I kind of do. So yeah, so this node's getting changed. Force impact is getting changed. So in season 2, instead of doing hit damage, this node is going to give you just generic more damage, which will be really good for the bleeds. So I think the way to go would be to take points out of rapid throw, the way I have it set up, and put points into force of impact. Man, going to be hard just waiting these last days before the update. What build are you rocking with? Hey, what's good, Mr. Big Boss? There should be in your chat right now a pinned message at the top. I'm going with Bleed Hammers. So in that video, I put together kind of a souped up Cadillac of a build. You know, it's aspirational. I don't know. Like, we already know that crafting is going to be way better and that we're going to be able to gear up super fast in the new season. It is pretty well put together, though. So we'll see how it works. Yeah, I think this is going to be the way to go with force of impact. I think I'm looking more forward to crafting idols than anything. The system looks good. Dude, that is so much damage just to do up front like that. Let's see if we can hit another 999 stacks. Guys, I know it might not seem like it, but a 1% on the boss dummy is a lot. I don't have a number for you. Warden of Winter with the raid. What's going on, Warden? How you doing? Welcome on in. Welcome on in, everybody. We're just testing Bleed Hammer stuff. Let me give you a shout out right there. What's good, Warden? I think I spelled it right. Doing great. Looks good so far. And then, of course, we have an ad. Thank you for the raid. Yeah, let me drop you a follow. Thank you so much for the likes over on YouTube, guys. Warren a winner. Thank you for the follow. Dude, that it's a little bit slower, but I think with all the changes, yes, yeah. And so we're practicing right now in the live version of the game without Volatile Reversal. So this is a pretty well put together in-game version of Bleed Hammers, right? I mean, it's not 100% perfect, but it's set up pretty decent, right? I like block effectiveness on my rings. So we have this whole thing set up. We got like the idols and all that good stuff. Where's the bleed stacks coming from? From the hammers. Bike is leveling Sentinel. Should I use a two-hander or a one-handed shield? What build are you doing, Bali? Either one is fine. I personally like a one-handed and a shield if I'm doing like a hammer throw build. Yeah, so all the bleed stacks are coming from the hammers. So in season two, this node right here, Penance, is getting a breakpoint node where you gain extra bleed duration based off of your endurance threshold, and endurance threshold's getting buffed in season 2. So the way I calculated it, just bleed chance on gear. So chance to bleed on hit with a Dragon Bone axe. Dragon Bone already has a high chance to bleed on hit, and then we added a T7. Bleed duration on Blood of the Exile. Chance to bleed on hit on Flayer's Pride. Chance to bleed on hit on Valdir's Chalice. And then if we take a look at the passive tree, 75% chance to bleed on hit with this node. Then 120% chance to bleed on hit on throw and attack hit with Penance. Think you're going Forge Guard, so multi-strike? Yeah, a two-hander will be fine for that, Bali. A two-hander will be absolutely fine. The Epoch, last Epoch's very forgiving when leveling until at least level 70. You can play around seeing how you like things, respecting liberally. You'll only have to get serious about optimizing after you get to empowered monoliths. 100% agree with the Epoch. So, if you guys didn't know, Volatile Reversal's getting changed. You used to be able to do a frick ton of damage with time rifts, and, well, that's not going to really be a thing anymore. Time rifts and Harbingers of Dust. So, I've been looking for alternative ways to boost up the damage. Now, the devs are cognizant of the fact that they are changing a lot of mechanics central to Sentinel. Excuse me. Because right now, all the damage on Sentinel feels kind of mid until you use Volatile Reversal. And that's the way it feels like it's been balanced. Have you thought about a two-hander bleed axe in one hand? Is that possible with Forge Guard in next season? That is very possible on Forge Guard next season, Grismay. So, let's take a look. This tree is... There's going to be a node right here that lets you use a two-handed axe or a two-handed weapon while using a shield. But for the most part, this tree is relatively untouched. So let's look at bleed, right? So we get 75% chance to bleed while wielding an axe. And then we get bleed chance with Smelter's Might doubled while wielding a two-handed weapon. Then you also have an ignite chance. They're both on this side of the tree. When you go over here to this side of the tree, there will be this node right here that'll be very useful. There's some okay stuff, but we're not going to really be using the throwing. I wonder if we would use the throwing attack critical multiplier. The thing is, Paladin, the passive gives you increased damage. This is getting changed to more damage in season 2, more damage based off of your life. And then also Paladin has access to Penance and Redemption, which gives you increased damage, physical pin with bleed, and then a huge amount of throwing bleed chance. I just feel like there's a lot better uses of that for Paladin, at least as a hammer build. Now, if we're talking like a melee or a javelin build, it could be a different story. Okay, so I got confirmation on Super Arenas. It is a boss from the Endless Arena at the end, and they drop more loot. Okay. I actually don't play a ton of Sentinel, Grismay. And evening, by the way. Warden of Winter, thank you so much for the raid, man. Yeah, so since Volatile Reversal's getting changed heavily, I've decided to just move away from the skill entirely, even though there's some good nodes. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be using Abyssal Echoes because I really like Abyssal Echoes because I'm a nut job like that. It has a node where enemies hit by Abyssal Echoes take 24% increase damage over time. And then I'm using Sanguine Eruption, which is it causes all bleed stacks on an enemy to be instantly do all their damage at once. I was so curious what they were going to do. Sounds like it'll be worth doing. Wonder if they'll count for the prophecies. Maybe not. Dude, that would be so good, Warden. Warden, if they let that count for the prophecies, I would actually take Arena Prophecies. What do you think of the unique LP upgrading removal gamble? Kind of excited to mix that with increased Nemesis spawns in the Weaver tree. Yeah, so Hunt Like an Exile. I think it's going to lead to a level. Hey, what's good, Nish? Over on YouTube. I think it's going to lead to a low level amount of power creep. Simply because we're going to be able to get those great 1LP slams faster. It does kind of take some of that joy out of it, out of getting that nice 1LP slam like that. Oh my God. But ultimately, I think it's a very good choice. Maybe not necessarily for people like me who just blast the game a ton, but for the gamer dads, the people who have 5 hours to play in a week and you spent an hour farming stuff and then you go do the slam and you fail it and you just, you know, there goes a portion of time that you don't really have. I think it's going to be a great change for them. And so overall, I think it's a great change for the game. And it definitely feels like they don't want us. It feels like they don't want us to spend as much time gearing up and they want us to spend more time playing the game. On the podcast, there wasn't really a good answer from the devs on power creepy things. Yeah, the fact of the matter is, what are you starting next season by? Hey, what up, TP? So in the chat right now, there should be a link on a pinned comment, TP Freedom. That will be a link to my YouTube video going over my starting guide for bleed hammers. There's 3 planners in there. They're all in-game. I'm starting with bleed hammers. Uber Abby's always there. Woven. Yeah, exactly. I think that's the idea. Nish. It's like for people like me, if you want to oh, you weren't talking about the guaranteed slams? Oh, my bad. You're talking about the gamble? Oh, my bad, Hunt Like an Exile. You were talking about the gamble where you can put it in there and then re-roll the LP and you have a higher chance of it failing. I think that's fun. I think that's fun, especially the 1LPs. You simply can't wait for this to drop. Well, just a little bit more solo cup. They want you in the game blast as much as possible. It's why items sell so cheap and no reason to vendor. I agree with that statement, bro. All right, let's get back to some okay, so it does damage. It's not as fast as Volatile Reversal. We also lose the ability to reposition because we're not using Volatile Reversal. I honestly think this is going to be a great setup in Season 2. Like, look right now. I have 790 Endurance Threshold. Do I have Endurance Threshold on my gear? No. Okay, so that's base. So in Season 2, This is going to be probably at least 1,000. This number is going to be at least 1,000. It's just going to be so much better. I'm going to always do random slams because I got a lot of free time. I'm glad it's there. It's a big part of why I couldn't stand PoE 2. I had to pick up everything to take it to town and break it down. Inventory was tiny. Yeah, I mean, that's got to be kind of annoying when you got to pick up stuff and take it to town. I think player turnout, it's going to be insane. We were not necessarily taking bets, but we were throwing out ideas. Yeah, amen, bro. We're throwing out ideas, and the prevailing theory is 300K at least. 300,000 players concurrently at least. I mean, the game sold like 2 million copies. You're loving Elite Bali. I'm glad to hear it, man. Jeez. Yeah, I just think the build can do 1,000 corruption. It just has massive survivability issues after 1,000. I think the sweet spot right now for its current power level is 900. Actually, will endurance be harder to cap now? It's only going to be on belt. No, niche. That 1.0 server PTSD is real. Love the offline mode, but the first week was rough. Yeah, and we can blame their web server hosting, whatever. It was it sucked. It sucked. I'm like an exile. I purchased a few days ago and just waiting on season 2. Hey, way to go, Pan. Yeah, so Nish, endurance threshold will only be on your belt. But endurance will be like, you can still put endurance on your rings, your helmet, your relic. You're off to bed. Hey, Warden of Winter, thank you so much for the follow and for the ring. You take care. Endurance won't be hard to cap. They're just removing all these sources of endurance threshold because you're going to have so many different sources of endurance threshold now. You're going to be able to get this number up just way higher. I'm waiting to buy. Figured it would be advantageous to wait to see if new support packs come with game bundle. I'm 100% buying. Hey, so Demise, I don't know if you came over. I think you came over with Hog. So if he has a Nexus storefront, use his. I don't want to snipe it, but if he doesn't, you did? Okay. If, assuming Hog doesn't have one and is not interested in getting a Nexus set up, okay, cool. Cool. Use his. Yeah, that's like when leading up to the release of the game, I was a much smaller streamer back then. And so they were getting us set up on Nexus for free. We didn't have to like have any metrics or anything. I had like an average of 3 viewers or something. They still got me set up on Nexus. And really appreciative of the company and the Nexus storefront. That's so awesome. Yeah. They were just letting all these creators into the program, like regardless of size, so they were able to get me set up with all that stuff. Right now, I think the program is closed, but they'll probably be opening it back up here in the future. Maybe after season 2, they'll see the state of the situation. Will the Nexus stores be updating the season 2? Yes, they will. When season 2 launches, Nish, Nexus will have them on there. What are you gonna play? Hey, what's good, Gorsh? Yeah, Gorsh. It's pinned at the top of the. It's pinned at the top. I'm gonna be playing Bleed Hammers. Starter guide is live now. I made 3 planners baked into 1 video. All for Bleed Hammers. You want the top supporter pack? Me too. Consider using my storefront. You made a Void Knight the other night? I think Void Knight's going to be very good. Smite, Time Rot, Void Knight. Really? I was checking out some of the options. I think it's going to be good. Hey, what's good, Spunks? It's gonna be fun as hell. I think it's gonna be very good. Hey, what's Immortalize gonna play? If you don't like it, just respec. Yeah. Deej, that's what I like. So I looked at 3 builds last night. The Void Knight Smite, the Void Knight build. I used the Void Knight, the Void. So the Void Dot Hammer build, I call it Void Storm. I'm gonna be using at least the 2-piece set. I'm gonna be using at least the 2-piece set and maybe the 3-piece set. It works. It looks pretty good. Out of curiosity, what's the highest move speed you have gotten to? Got some gear that's got me. The highest I've gotten to is like 130, not on this character, but on a Sorcerer. Frozen Sentinel, friend of the channel, I think was able to hit like 180. Yeah, the 3-piece set. The 3-piece set's going to be a banger, man. In Cycle 1 for Void Dot Hammers, I used the Forgotten Knight set as an in-game build. I pushed 500 Corruption. And then in Cycle 1.1, in Cycle 1.1, I didn't use the set because I was using Aberoth's command. I might go back to using the 3. I might be going back to using the set. Holy shards, yeah. What? Dude, I just randomly died out of nowhere. Frick. 5% less health, man. Pot keeps getting. I thought about that too. Yeah, so hold up. So let me show you. Stacking Time Rod or Racing Strike build. That's going to be good. Okay, so let's check out this guy. So this is my solo account found. This is my solo account found Void Knight. The belt is missing. Do we have a belt? Do we have a belt? It is probably on my other character. You used it for auto bomber? Yeah. Oh, this is solo account found, and I was so unorganized in solo account found. I just need a belt with health. Give me a belt. Here we go. Give me a belt with health. Bam. There we go. Let's... I would say mana regen. Then try and get void. Lightning, no, void. Not poison, void. Cold, okay. So what do I got here? Okay, so... Is pet specs good in this game? Yes, very. Racing Strike looks nutty. A Racing Strike's going to be insane. So, how do I have this set up? I put pluses to smite. So right now I'm using the 2-piece bonus. I'm using the 2-piece set bonus. I needed the shield to inflict time rot. Now in season 2, you're going to have a lot more reliable ways. Yo, the Epop, thank you for following on Twitch. So in season 2, you're going to have a lot more reliable ways to proc time rot. You're not going to need like a shield like this. I think the 2-set bonus will be fine, but I think the 3-set bonus will be even better. I needed survivability right here. That's why I went with an Oracle Amulet, but this is a fine setup. I think I was doing, yeah, 640 corruption. Aren't they adding stacks to time rot? Oh, it's already there in the 3-piece set. But I needed survivability at this level of corruption, so I had to give up that damage. Oh, adding stacks to time rot. No, it's still 12. It's starting to come back to me. This build looks dope. Yeah, so I did this in cycle 1. All right, I did this in cycle 1.0. This is 650 corruption. Yeah, so my build from cycle 1.0. So I thought this build was fine. It needed some more health nodes, but for the most part it's fine. It does have some survivability issues at higher corruption, but I thought that was fine. I created a better, in my opinion, build in cycle 1.1. You're running Ghost Flame. Guilty Summoner has an unbelievable Witchfire build running Ghost Flame. Are you getting back that health? So since it does void damage, you can use this node, World Eater. Even though it says melee damage, it's melee damage 6%, void damage 6%. So you just have to take this and you get the 6% void damage back. I had to bend over backwards to get all of this mana regen. Okay, so this is what I did in cycle 1. Dude, that speed is crazy for 600 corruption. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Now check this out. So that was cycle 1, right? Using the Forgotten Knight set, the 2-piece bonus. Yeah, this looks a lot better. This shield looks really dope, man. Everything just looks better. Okay, so there's that guy. Now let's check out Theodore. So this build. Yeah, so this build. It's the same concept, except we're now, yeah, for a 2-piece set, it's a 3-piece set. I was using the 2-piece bonus. So for this setup, I'm using Aberoth's Command. I don't think I'll be using Aberoth's Command when I do the Season 2 update. I might. It might be best in slot, but that 3-piece bonus is going to be pretty wacky on here. But let me show you what you get for Aberoth's Command. You can slam this. 2 LP is, I mean, it's not exactly common, but it's not exactly rare either. So I slam damage over time and void damage. It also gives you void pen, increase area for area skills, and a huge amount of increased damage over time. So this is very good. And I've paired it with a Bulwark of the Last Abyss. So we have a 100% block chance, right? And then we got an Oracle's Amulet. I could see myself using an Oracle's Amulet slammed with a piece of the Forgotten Knight set. And then I could see myself using a shield slammed with a piece of the Forgotten Knight set. And then I have the 2-piece bonus while using Aberoth's Command. We'll need to see set shards. Here. I already made a planner for it. It's not complete. Here, I made a planner trying to update this. So that's what I'm thinking about for season 2. Okay, this is 900 corruption. Oh, you cooking double time. Let's check it. This is 900 corruption. Yeah, so that is not finished. I think I'm going to ultimately not use the Forgotten Knight sword. The Forgotten Knight sword is really interesting in the fact that it's interesting in the fact that it gives you throwing attack speed on a sword. You normally don't get throwing attack speed from a weapon like that. It's probably also worth mentioning that my Cycle 1 guide, we didn't have the Smite idle cap back then, so I was actually getting a lot of hits from Smite. Oh, this is nice. Where did I get this? Holy. This is a great belt. Yes, this is corruption 825. What corruption did I push over 900? It was this one. This one I pushed past corruption 900. Here we go. Oh, it looks like I was dying in a couple places. Oh, absolutely, Nish. I might be too stupid, but season 2 systems look complicated. You're not stupid, username. I think what it might be is we went from not having a lot of in-game systems to all of a sudden having a ton of in-game systems, so it feels kind of overwhelming. Thus having having I'm not going to say the illusion, but having the perception of being too complex or complicated. I think it'll be okay, but you'll have to take it like step by step. Because, I mean, the thing is, I think everything's being dumped on us all at once, right? Salt the wound. All right. So those are my 2 takes on the Void Knight builds. Looking to... Do you know if there'll be any Warrior Barb class with this update? No, Jonathan. I mean, the Sentinel's still in the game, but the Sentinel and the Primalist are still in the game. Oh, what happened? Did the game crash? Sentinel and Primalist are still in the game. Strength and physical damage. Yeah, Primalist is in the game. Sentinel's in the game. That one thing I'm grateful to PoE 1 for. My brain has been honed to figure out complex stuff. Hey, what's good, Shifts? We're jumping back in. Hold on, folks. Closest you can get to Barb is Druid. I would say Druid or Beastmaster. So let's create a new character. Just found your build guide on YouTube. Love the content. Looking forward to season 2. Hey, Shifts, I'm glad to hear that. Primalist is like a hunter, right? So Primalist kind of has that warrior feel. They can be Beastmasters, which allows you to summon pets. They can be Shamans, which can give you like access to a lot of storm magic. And they can also be Druids, which they can shapeshift into certain things. Barb, Warpath exists, spin to win. That's true. Seeing some of you guys getting that high corruption sometimes blows my mind. Decided to not look at any guides for the game since I got it and learn it myself, but the content coming in season 2. Druid Bear, yeah. Yeah, so they can also be like werebears and stuff. They get access to certain skills that allow them like Fury Leap. They get access to like Fury Leap, Earthquake, Upheaval, some classic sort of barbarian skills. And then there's the Sentinel. This is my favorite class in the game. They can be Void Knights, Forge Guards, and Paladins. Paladins give you access to all these holy music, but not like big two-handed weapons. Right? Oh, yeah. Every class can use big two-handed weapons. Every class can use big two-handed weapons. Now, Forge Guards getting an update right here where they're going to be able to wield a two-handed weapon and a shield at the same time. Normally, you can't do that. Every class can wield a big two-handed weapon if you want. Yeah. So Forge Guard's getting that. Let me show you something. Like Warrior from PoE? Yeah. Okay, so this is a druid. This character is a druid, right? So even though this character is dual wielding right now, he could also, if he wanted to, use a two-handed weapon, right? So he could transform into a bear if he wants, and then he gets all these new skills while in bear form. Also, wait, when you said barbarian, this is what made me think of Primalist, because they get like the Fury Leap. They get access to stuff like Gathering Storm, Swipe, Upheaval. Upheaval's kind of cool looking. Let me see if I can showcase it. And you could transform it, but it kind of gives me that barbarian feel, right? There's also Earthquake. You can dip into Shaman to get some points and get Earthquake. That could be a thing. Barb, like two-handed bug weapon, strength, and physical damage. So I think the closest you're going to get, like really big, the only downside is movement scare. Werebear and Primalist are closest to Barbarian. Yeah, but you want like these big old massive two-handed weapons, and you want to look like an absolute badass, right? They don't get to dual wield two-handed weapons, but they can use a two-handed weapon and a shield. Yeah, like Barbarian from Diablo 4. There isn't exactly a class like Barbarian from Diablo 4. The closest you can get to that would be between a mixture of Primalist and Sentinel. Sentinel is kind of the close thing you can do. So this character, what is this character missing? Do I have a Shadow Chains? And then do I have a Jonathan, thank you so much for the follow. Siphon of Anguish. Oh, no problem. No problem. Let me see. We're just trying to showcase this, right? Yeah, so let's use this. So this right here is what we call a Void Knight. So he's using right now something called an Apathy's Maw. So let's go over here. Void Knight is a Sentinel based class. Dual wield two-handed weapons doesn't exist in the game. Right, it doesn't. The only thing that's going to get close to that is Season 2. They're going to allow the Forge Guard to wield a two-handed weapon and a shield. So I don't know if this is like a giga big thing that you want, but you could. Void Knight is probably the closest thing to a melee that we got. Well, not the closest thing. Void Knight is pretty versatile, but at its core, it does a lot of melee damage. And they typically do well with two-handed weapons, right? I don't know if there is a single class in the game that behaves exactly like a barbarian. I feel like the traits of Barbarian do really well split between the Primalist and the Sentinel in this game. Oh, I died. Oh, well. Cool. You can suck it. But there's also skills in the game like Warpath, right? So if you like your little spin to win, you can do... you can spec into Warpath on Sentinel. Yeah, I died. He can suck it. What kind of apathies is this? If you like Barb, highly recommend. Yeah. Yeah, red stuff like that. Yeah. So you can do that with Sentinel, right? So essentially... Yeah, I think I'm going to start Warpath VK. Yeah, Caleb, great choice. Great choice, Caleb, over on YouTube. So let me demo something for you real quick, Jonathan. So we got all of these skills, right? You see all these skills? We have access to all these skills. Well, not entirely, but we could use a lot of these. There's 5 skills up here, though. The reason why is you can specialize into 5 skills, and each skill has its own skill tree. Thus, LE Season 2, player pass. Definitely play. Definitely play, Gino. Spin to win it. I say similar phrases when I did that too. Yeah. So each skill, you can specialize into up to 5 skills, and each skill has its own skill tree, which allows you to completely customize what the skill does. Oh my god, died. A solo cup. That is so rude. This class in particular, my favorite class, is actually getting a massive update next season. So there might be new hidden features in the game. But like, yeah, if you like stash tabs in this game, all these stash tabs right here were bought with in-game currency. None of these stash tabs were purchased with real world money. So probably try this new Sentinel with a two-handed and a shield. Yeah. So that would be a Forge Guard. That's going to be this guy. Right? He's going to get access to stuff like Forge Strike. Do I have a Forge Guard? I think I have a Forge Guard. I don't think he's set up, but I think he's currently looks kind of pathetic with... Yeah, it looks like he's been stripped of everything. So, yeah, I haven't played... What in the world was I doing? What happened here? Who hurt you? Oh my gosh, all of his abilities are all messed up. Okay, I was playing Master Yi build. Alright, so... He gets access to... Here, let me see. I have never seen you on a Forge Guard. That's right. You've never seen me on a Forge Guard. Let me grab something. Let me grab Leviathan. What about Carver? Are you serious? I don't have a single Leviathan Carver? Hey, what's up, Necro? Here we go. All right. I can't actually do anything because this character isn't set up properly, but so Forge Guard, they're kind of a interesting archetype. They get access to stuff like shield throw. They can summon a set of armor that can fight by their side. Rain of Shield, Smelter's Wrath, Forge Strike. That's all well and good. They're going to be getting this new node in Season 2 that's going to allow them to use a two-handed weapon and a shield. So this character right now is using this Leviathan Carver. You're hyped for Season 2. So this is the closest thing to a big, massive weapon I could find. Might kind of, yeah. This might kind of set that archetype. It does a ton of physical damage, stuff like that. What's this? Like, so this character doesn't have... This character doesn't have all the items in place. Yeah, he's getting his butt kicked right now. But I mean, yeah, it's kind of a cool setup. I just realized the sword looks like the Buster Sword. Yeah, it's the Buster Sword. So Forge Guard will be able to wield this and a shield. Now, I would not recommend this sword. Primalist isn't the hunter, isn't it? Primalist, it's the hunter. Primalist is kind of a weird all-encompassing thing. So when you think of Primalist, you would think of a hunter, right? But since a Primalist can spec into being a druid, which then, you know, they transform into different stuff. They can also be like that, like a hunter from World of Warcraft. They got like the pets by their side. Yeah, because of pets. And then there's also the shaman. There's also the shaman, which is, you know, they have totems and they do, you know, earth magic and all that fun stuff. What was I doing with this character? I don't know why I threw all this random stuff on this guy. Hey, I hope it was helpful. Guys, I gotta actually shut things down for tonight. Let's go ahead and find somebody to raid here on Last Epoch. Is there somebody I recognize? Marvel Man is streaming? Marvel Man is streaming right now. We gotta raid the Marvel Man, dude. Yeah, hey guys, thank you so much for being here. I'm going to go ahead and get rolling. I'm going to be working on some more build guides tomorrow to get out there for you guys. Then I'm back to work on Monday. We'll be live on Monday. I'm not sure about tomorrow. I don't normally stream on Sundays, but you know, this close to launch, if I got time, I'm definitely going to stream tomorrow. And then I'll be live on Tuesday for a little bit. I got to drive up to San Francisco and pick my brother up from the airport. And then I'll be live on Wednesday, the night before. We'll be doing like some theory crafts and stuff. And then I'll definitely be live Thursday, Friday. Let's go ahead and see what you guys are saying. Thanks. Have a good night. Game is on Thursday, right? Absolutely, Jonathan. Game's on Thursday. Yeah, you guys are very welcome. It's like Rexar from World of Warcraft. Yeah, kind of like Rexar, Jonathan. What are you guys saying over on YouTube? Oh, wow. Yeah, late. Catch you later. Catch you guys later. Looks more like Pyramid Head Sword from Silent Hill. That's right, Aaron. That's right. All right. You guys are over here on Twitch. Say hi to Marvel Man. YouTube, thanks for being here, guys. Thank you so much for the likes. It helps out so much. I'm going to go ahead and call it a night. You guys take care. Peace out.